Hi again then guys, and welcome to another Gran Turismo Sport circuit tune with a little bit of top speed thrown in there for good measure as well, of course, for another prototype. Now, as with all of my prototype tunes, this one is upgraded, but you don't have to. Of course, it won't be quite as quick, but you can use the same essential tune for any level of upgrade. So adjust it for balance of performance. If you want to decrease the power, increase the power, whatever the case may be, it's fully adjustable. Now, I have dropped the weight and, as you can see, increased the power, of course. As far as traction control, I've got that off. It's down to personal preference, of course, if you need it. As far as tyres, we've got hards on it. Of course, mediums or softs will be even quicker, but hards just to show what it can do under most circumstances. As far as the suspension, I've got the ride height on 65mm on the front, 80 on the back, 4 as far as the frequency, 5 for anti-roll, front and rear. For the compression on the dampers, 55, then 85 for the rebound, with neutral camber and neutral toe. So it's a fairly simple looking suspension setup. As far as the downforce, of course, as I said, it has got a good measure of top speed for Le Mans in particular, so I've got that set as low as possible, but obviously you will want to adjust that depending on the track you're on. Of course, with the chicanes, you could still have the low downforce, or you can increase it a little bit. It's down to you. As far as the diff, I've gone for the lowest settings for both initial torque and acceleration, and then the highest for deceleration or braking. So again, I know a lot of people like different settings for the diff, and it changes the car's personality completely. So of course you can mess around, and at the end of the day you can kind of look at my tunes as sort of like your own default. So if you want to try something else, you could go and do that. If it doesn't work out so well, you could just come back and do this again to see how it compares. And as far as the gearbox, I would recommend an auto setting of 280, and then as far as the final drive, I've just got 3.8. So it's a very simple gearbox setup, and I haven't touched the individual gears at all. So this tune, as I said, is designed to be basically used with multiple power levels. So by doing that with the gearbox, it really opens it up so that you can fully adjust it depending on the power that you've got without having to think, oh, what do I need to change here or there? You can just completely change the auto setting or the final drive if and when, as and when you need to. So all that remains, obviously, is to actually take it out to Le Mans to see what it can do. Now, of course, any of you guys who checked out my review for the 787B yesterday will recognise this lap, because this is the lap that I ran in the same car with this exact tune setup. Now, as far as the handling and the performance, as you could see in that video, and as you can see here, you can go just over 250 with it. You've got a little bit of draft potential as well for slipstream. If you want to have even more to get in, say, behind a Peugeot 908 or something like that, then you might want to extend the final drive a little bit more. As I said, it is very adjustable for that. It's designed to be a very open tune so that you can use it for a wide variety of upgrade levels. And the handling is still a little heavier than we're used to with the 787B, but for me personally, I think it's improved compared to what it was. The only thing that you really need to be careful of with the car is how much throttle you give it through corners and out of corners in particular, because it does have a tendency to fishtail. But as long as you ease onto the throttle and allow the car to, in effect, like work itself out rather than trying to overcorrect it and then spinning, you'll do okay. It's similar to the others in terms of lap time potential, but on a track which is very top speed inclined, not too surprising that it's not quite as fast as the others, especially now that it's lost its handling edge that it always used to have. So if you do decide to use this tune, of course I hope you have a ton of fun with it, win plenty of races with it, and if you are new to the channel and new to my tune setups, you can click right here on screen to see all of the other ones that I've done for GT Sport as well, be it drag, drift, circuit, top speed, all of them. But that's it for this pick overall, of course. I'll see you guys next time, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.